Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. One lucky man will be named Man of the Year by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in the next few weeks, and nominee Trevor Capaccioni and his campaign manager, River Whitnable, right? We'll talk more about the competition and the mission of the organization. Then Sylvia Pacifico of Women's Alliance for Recovery Services will tell us all about this year's Real Men Cook fundraiser. It's always a good one. And later in the broadcast today, Sujata Burgess of Asian Services in Action and Raj Pillai of the Federation of India Community Association will have a special invitation for mothers this Mother's Day. Good morning. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin. Beginning with Trevor Capaccioni. Good to have you with us today. And River Whitnable. Am I correct on the pronunciation?
Yes, you are.
Good to have you with us, River Whitnable. But Trevor, let's begin with you. You're nominated for Man of the Year for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Yeah. Tell me about that.
Well, first of all, Leanne, thank you for having us. I was nominated by the board of directors by the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and what they do is they nominated 9 people. And from now through May 20th, what they're going to do is whoever raised the most amount of money gets the award Man of the Year. So I have my campaign manager with me, River Whitnable. I am my godson, and my aim is to create a legacy here in Cleveland for this chapter.
Before we get to your campaign manager, let me ask you, what does the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society do?
What they do, it's leukemia and lymphoma is a blood cancer, and their ultimate goal is to kill blood cancer and to kill cancer. So what they do, the money that's raised, it's going to go for cancer research. Families subsidize all the expenses these patients have, and the ultimate goal is, and the mission is just to really kill this cancer. That's what they do. Okay.
Well, River Whitnable, you're the power behind the power. Let's begin with you. How did you get to be campaign manager for Trevor Capaccioni?
Well, to start things off, really, is like he was nominated, and then he called me up and said if you wanted to come to his first sort of meeting, and I did, and I really liked it, and so he asked me if I wanted to be the campaign manager, and I accepted, and so that's kind of how it came together.
You're Trevor's godson as well, so there's a relationship. You've known each other for some time now.
Yes.
Yeah. What's a campaign manager have to do?
Well, just sort of set things up, talk to him a lot, just like call in and stuff, just to check what's going on and stuff. So
yeah, well, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Establishing these relationships. Tell me a little bit about this Man of the Year competition, or Man of the Year nomination of yours. What happens for the Man of the Year?
Basically, it started in 1990. In California, and ever since then they've raised millions upon millions of dollars, and the ultimate goal is to raise as much money as possible here locally. And just so people know too, the money stays here in Ohio for cancer research and funds and market programs, etc. And so the ultimate goal is to create just a plethora of money across the country that really helps facilitate this ultimate goal of killing cancer.
And that's what we want to do, is get a... You brought something with you too. You brought... Tell me about this photograph that you brought with you.
This picture here is a picture of the Boy of the Year and the Girl of the Year. The Boy of the Year is Eric Rising, and the Girl of the Year is Abby Colbert. Yeah. They're both cancer survivors. So talk about an inspiration. And when I met these two individuals at our opening event, it just really hit home as to, if these people can accomplish this, you know, what else can we do? And it just really... And I think River saw that as well, and that's when it really hit home for him to take this ball and run with it, not only for my generation, but for future generations.
River, what would you like to do once you get out of this status of your life and get into old man status around the age of 22 or so?
Well, I kind of want to be a doctor, to like be the one to figure out what the cure is and just help people out, I guess.
Because this has kind of inspired you also.
Yes.
You would like to get involved in cancer research and those kinds of things, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What grade are you in now?
I'm in 6th.
6th grade? What is that, about 12 years old now?
Yes.
If I hit it right, you're 12?
Yes.
Well, good for you. Good to have you on the broadcast. Let me put some information on the screen. As you see, we've got a phone number where you can call and get more information on everything we've been talking about at 235-0510. That's in the 216 area code. Or people can vote, can't they, Trevor, by going to mwoy.org/NOH, as we have at the bottom of the screen?
Yes. They can also go to my Facebook group. It's Team Trevor to Cure Cancer.
How many people are in the running now, are nominated for this?
Including myself, there are 9. So from now through May 20th, those 8 other people are raising as much money as they can, doing events here locally. And really, I've met all these people. They're amazing people. They're doctors, they're local business leaders, they're entrepreneurs, they're people like myself who want to make a difference, and they're people who are raising a pretty significant amount of money. So in fact, in 2009, $8 million was raised on this campaign alone nationally.
Have you set a goal for yourself, the amount of money you'd like to raise?
I have. I shot at $100,000, but I'm thinking that that's a very realistic goal, and it's one that we can achieve. It's one that River and I have talked about, and basically my board of directors have talked about. So I think it's something that's very realistic.
Yeah. Mr. Whitnable, what do you think about all of this as the campaign manager now? What's your advice to Mr. Capaccione here?
Well, for you, I mean, like, just raise as much money as possible to, like, hold as, like, much events as you possibly can in that short amount of time. Like, the finale is May 20th. Yeah. And it started somewhere back in February, I think. Yeah. Was it back in February, right? Yes. And so it's just 3-4 months. So just get as much money as you possibly can.
You're telling him to stick it out and keep on pushing, huh?
Right. Yes.
Because it's all for a worthwhile cause.
Yes.
Yeah. When he gets you over the top, they're gonna celebrate you, because you always need a good campaign manager, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You let him know that too. Okay. Good to have you with us. This is Mr. River Whitnable. He's going to be a doctor one day, but today he's campaign manager for this Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for the Man of the Year nominee, who is Trevor Capaccione. Good to have you both with us.
Thank you,
Mr. Capaccione, Mr. Whitnable. Thank you so much. Once again, the phone number is 235-0510, and you can also vote by going to the website you see at the bottom of the screen, mwoy.org/NOH. You'll see the listing of all the candidates there, and you can cast your ballots. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Good to have you on the broadcast, because we're going to make a dent in cancer. That is the goal, right, sir?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You heard it. Okay, thank you so much.
Yep.
I'm going to take a break. We'll be right back. This is Kaleidoscope. We'll talk with Sylvia Pacifico about the Real Men Cook program. It's always a good show. I'm back in just a moment. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. Today, the Women's Alliance for Recovery Services hosts its annual fundraiser, and local celebrities will show off their culinary skills to the lunch crowd in downtown Cleveland on the day of May the 6th. Executive Director Sylvia Pacifico is here to tell us more about it. She's a good friend. Always good to have you with us, Sylvia Pacifico of the Women's Alliance for Recovery Services.
Thank you for all these years of friendship and support.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. Always good to see you. Let's talk a little bit about what the Women's Alliance for Recovery Services does.
You know, after 26 years of existence, we have decided to call ourselves navigators of the system, because basically what we do is we help women who have fallen in a predicament of drug addiction, domestic violence, homelessness. They go all together. We find them the services they need so they can access treatment and start the beginning of a new life.
Yeah, you actually find the services for them.
Exactly.
You don't treat them yourselves.
That's why we navigate the system
and
to make sure.
And it is a system to navigate.
Oh yes, there's so many barriers to knock down, you know.
So that you have to have fundraisers to do the work that you've been doing for all these 20-some years, I suppose, right?
26.
26 years.
Yes,
this is your 23rd anniversary of the Real Men Cook.
Yes.
What's Real Men Cook? Refresh our minds on Real Men Cook.
23 years of wonderful men like yourself who have given us the support for our mission. And basically what it is that you cook at home. You bring your dish to the DoubleTree Hotel in downtown Cleveland, very close to here. And the patrons get the opportunity to attend and sample all these wonderful dishes, close to 100, and vote for their favorite chef. We award trophies to the winners. We have a beautiful raffle. It's really a fun time, excellent food, and the most important thing, again, is supporting our missions.
And when people buy their tickets $14 in advance or $15 at the door, they get a chance to sample from dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of different kinds of foods, including salads all the way down to desserts.
Oh my goodness, yes. And the nice thing is that the public votes for the best chef category, side dish, entree, and dessert. And then we have a panel of judges that selects the best career chef, because we also have professional chefs. but all of you are #1 in our hearts, so we didn't want the career chefs, the non-career chefs think, oh, we're never going to win a trophy because you're making us compete with professional chefs.
You have more than 100 dishes in all of this. It's going to be at the DoubleTree Hotel, which is at the corner of Lakeside and East 12th Street. 12th Street and Lakeside in downtown Cleveland. The DoubleTree Hotel used to be called the Holiday Inn.
The Holiday Inn, yeah, I tripped over it because I was going to say that.
Holiday Inn, now it's the DoubleTree. But at any rate, you want people to come now. How can people get involved in this now?
They can call us at 216-575-9120. We can fax them over the flyer. It has a $1 off coupon. They can download it from our website, which is www.women'salliancerecovery.org. And
are you still open for more men to come in and display?
Yes.
So anybody who wants to get in this and
give us a call
and join the competition as a professional or as an amateur cook.
Yes, we also have a special category for chefs in the media. 23 years, and I still can't get you to cook.
I've been there as a judge, though, many times, and I've been there with a spoon in my hand many times, but I haven't been a cook yet.
And we also have a category for kids who would like to be professional chefs, and they participate in the future chef category.
Why did you say real men cook? Well, why did you kind of label, you kept it within the masculine, within the men?
Well, I don't know. I guess the idea started actually in California, but it was done, for a school of medicine there, and we just took the name and run with it.
So this is going to be Friday, May the 6th. Starts at 11:30 in the morning, right at the lunch hour, and goes for a couple of hours or so.
Yes.
But Friday, May the 6th at the DoubleTree Hotel, which is at the corner of East 12th Street and Lakeside Avenue in downtown Cleveland, right down the street from Cleveland City Hall. You'll be there, and dozens and dozens and dozens of people, hundreds of people show up for all of that, so it's a good thing. Real men cook. Well, good to see you, Sylvia.
Thank you so much.
Sylvia Pacifico's Executive Director of Women's Alliance for Recovery Services.
I hope I see all your viewing area, which is billions of people.
Billions and billions, are watching your image.
So Women's Alliance can keep giving women new hope for a new life. That's really our motto, and that's what we
really thank you for what you do. Good to see you, Sylvia, and I'm going to try and make it again. I'll do something. I always drop in and do something.
You better. Everybody that's watching this program, he promised that.
I'll bring a pot of water and I'll boil water. That's what I'll do. Thank you so much, Sylvia.
Thank you.
I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. This is Kaleidoscope. Back in just a moment. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. Good to have you with us. 3 local organizations have come together to celebrate Mother's Day in a very special way. Sujata Burgess of the Federation of India Community Association is with us, and Raj Pillai of the Federation of India Community Association are here to talk about their partnership with the 2 local organizations for this special, very special event. Good to have you with us. Sujata Burgess sitting next to me, and Raj Pillai sitting on the outside there. Good to have you with us. Tell me, what is it that your organization, the Federation of India Community Association, is trying to do?
Well, we are trying to celebrate Mother's Day in a way that honors the role that mothers play in creating a peaceful world. As you know, mothers are the ones who teach us at the very basic level how to get along, make friends, stop fighting, share your toys, and so on. And we are trying to highlight the fact that Mother's Day started out as a day dedicated to peace. Because Julie Ward Howe issued a proclamation in 1870 setting aside a day to celebrate mothers. And she was trying to make sure that our sons and daughters, of course at that time it was only sons, don't go off to war.
So not only are we celebrating mothers being mothers, but we also are celebrating peace, because mothers generally are peaceful people. They bring life into the world.
There's a saying in India, there's only one court where all offenses are forgiven, and that's the mother's heart.
So on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 8th, what's happening at the Indian Cultural Garden on Martin Luther King
Yeah, so it's
Boulevard?
called the Mother's Day Peace Party, and that's exactly what it is. It's a peace party. Our honoree will be Joan Southgate, a local activist and founder of Restore Cleveland Hope. Our special guest will be Peggy Zone Fisher, President and CEO of the Diversity Center. And we'll have lots of activities for families and kids where they can make origami cranes that honor Sadako, the little girl who died at the age of 12 and has come to symbolize the nuclear, the impact of the nuclear war. And families will have chance to have pictures taken in front of the Gandhi statue. And we'll have music and refreshments, and people can also sign the Nonviolence Pledge that helps support marking Cleveland as a city of nonviolence and peace.
And this is all going to be on Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day, at 2 o'clock, starts at 2 o'clock.
Exactly.
And it's right on Martin Luther King Boulevard, Martin Luther King Drive on the east side of Cleveland, at the Indian Cultural Garden.
Indian Cultural Garden.
Yeah. And because Gandhi talked about peace all his life, didn't he, Raj?
Exactly. Well, we have Mahatma Gandhi's statue on Martin Luther King Boulevard. So you already have two icons of peace that come together. And then we are trying to point out the fact that mothers, they're icons of peace too. So I don't think we could write maybe Hollywood couldn't write a better script to have Mother's Day celebrated as a day of peace at the India Culture Garden.
What's going to happen at this event? You've scheduled for 2 hours there. What's going to happen at 2 o'clock on Sunday, May 8th?
Well, we're going to be listening to our special guests, and we're going to be doing crafts, and we're going to be listening to music. We have a high school student who'll be singing Gandhi's favorite prayer, and we have Merle Johnston, who's a folk singer, who'll be singing. It's a chance for families to get together, meet other folks, and have a day of fun and peace.
What was your idea, Raj, in starting the Mother's Day Peace Party? What was the thought behind it?
Well, as I said, people have forgotten the original intent of Mother's Day. Anna Jarvis, who is the other person responsible for making Mother's Day a national holiday, she was also quite opposed to the idea of having it as a day that is more about commerce than about recognizing mothers and their role in peace. She railed against the florists taking over the holiday.
Exactly.
So we are trying to return the holiday to its original roots.
Several years ago when you did this, I was asked to write something specifically about my mother, what my mother taught me about peace. I wrote something, and I'm told you included it in your booklet for that day several years ago.
We want to update that. So one of the things that we're going to ask people to do this year is, if you come to the event, please contribute your stories, and we'll compile it, and we'll update this booklet, which we'll make available in electronic, by email. We can make it available and also distribute at next year's event. Yeah, it was very worthwhile. We really enjoyed doing it in 2008.
Yeah, this event is sponsored by the Cleveland Peace Action, the Federation of India Community Associations, Women Speak Out for Peace and Justice, and Asian Services in Action, all involved. I'm going to put a phone number on the screen. As you see, 440-498-9083. You can get more information on everything that we are talking about. This event is free, correct?
It's completely free.
All you need is good weather. If you had sunny skies, that would help a great deal.
That would be nice, but we have a tent, so rain or shine, please be there.
Rain or shine is going to take place. And I was told that Cleveland is the only city where there is a statue of Mahatma Gandhi on a street called Martin Luther King. In the world, the only place in the world where a Gandhi statue is on a King Drive street, correct?
Correct. We're very blessed.
So this should be a very peaceful setting, as those two icons in our world who talked about peace.
People coming to the event have a chance to have the photographs taken in front of the statue, and that's something that people enjoy doing.
And this is open to anybody and everybody?
Open to anybody.
No cost?
No cost at all.
All you got to do is just show.
Well, we have food donated by various restaurants, and all the organizations have pitched in to contribute the dollars needed.
And we should say that the India Cultural Garden Garden is on at 1190 Martin Luther King Drive. But that's Martin Luther King Boulevard between Superior and St. Clair.
And St. Clair.
You'll see it between Superior and St. Clair, that winding green drive that goes from Lake Erie all the way to University Circle. It's a wonderful location, a peaceful location.
That's right.
Sujata, good to have you with us. Raj, good to have you with us as well.
Thank you for having us.
We wish you well.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
peace
it.
to you.
Peace. We hope to see you there.
Okay, so peace. And peace to you, too. We're going to take a break. I'll be right back in just a moment. Peace to you, too. Here's Marsha Maccabee of the Urban League, always with a comment. And we were talking just before we rolled camera on this segment on peace. Right?
We certainly were, Leon. And you know, it's interesting as we look at what's happening in the world today. We've got war going on many fronts. We've got a lot of discord in our nation, in our world, because of clashing of ideas and ideals. And even here at home, locally in our state, we've got a lot of sort of bumping up of ideas, bumping against each other because of differences in opinions and ideas. But what I'm really pleased to see is that, particularly with what's going on in the state, even though we are voicing those opinions and we are playing out what's important to us, so far it's been peaceful, and I'm happy that that's the case.
And we need to keep in a peaceful means. If we can continue to talk to each other,
yes,
we can find resolution for all of our conflicts.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think if we seek first to understand what the other party is going through, that helps us to keep things in a peaceful mode.
Words of wisdom from Marsha Maccabee, philosopher today, on peace. Thank you, Marsha.
Thank you, Leon.
We all need to hear that.
Yes.
Be well, everyone.
Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.